Hey, it's Nick Elliott again, FLW Series Pro, Titan Tungsten Pro Staffer, as well as TRC Covers Pro Staffer. In the last episode, I asked a question: how come the Elite Series and Major League Bass Pro Tour don't come to the West Coast, in particular California? I believe the reason for that are the rules. When catching a fish, the hooks have to be inside the fish's mouth here in California. And when you're trailering your boat, you can only do 55 miles an hour. So that hinders moving around from lake to lake. And if you're catching a fish and you get on a hot bite, if you're using a crankbait and you get one that's hooked on the outside or snagged in the fins, you get them in the boat, you're going to have to throw them back. As evident when you saw back in the day when they did come out here to Clear Lake, some of those big swim bait fish had to go back because they weren't hooked in the mouth. Now, going to new business, it's January 26th. Prespawn for most of the people south of the Mason-Dixon line. Some tips that I pose to you to try. Your 1-2 punch. A lot of people use crankbait and then they come through with a drop shot or a Nico rig or something finesse behind it to mop things up. But being in a sense that it's pre-spawn, try fly line in a Senko. Make a long cast as far as you can out ahead of your boat. And then as you're going by, let the wind or your trolling motor just ease up to it. And while you're doing that, look in the water. See if you can see any fish, any males, any females up on the beds. Those you can come back with your finesse technique, i.e. drop shot or Nico rig or Ned rig, and scoop those up. That's my advice moving forward with the pre-spawn. Tight lines, everybody. Out.